Alright, we are back playing the game of Gold Rush, and we are, as you remember, in the mine shaft, and we are going to go enter was pretty much the final stage of the game. And due to popular demand, I heard some feedback, just a little bit, that there's been inadequate playing and too much talking. So I do apologize if that has been the case. Like I said, I do like to provide some commentary. I personally enjoy it, and I think this is the sort of thing I enjoy in the Let's Plays, but I can understand having 1 or 2 minutes of me just talking beforehand before we get into any action can be a bit distracting and unnecessary. The only reason I really do that is just I normally have things that I want to tell you guys, and that it is sometimes hard for me to play the game and give the commentary at the same time. I'm not the type of person who can rub my belly and pat my head at the same time, so that's the reason for that. We're actually towards the end of the game, so pardon me, towards the end of the game, so I don't have too many more videos where I can try to rectify that. Anyway, let's get on with some of the action, and I'll try to keep that in mind if I do some future Let's Plays, which I hope to do. So we're here at the door, and we'll try to open the door. And it says the door has a double lock on it. Well, we can't open it. So what do? Well, instead of Jake giving us the keys to the door in that hotel room, I guess knowing that we would somehow find our way in there, he gave us the ability to obtain the keys. So I guess Jake, much like Sierra, likes to give random puzzles to the players. And so let's try to move ahead with that. So what we have is we have the magnet and the string, if you might recall. And so what I'm going to do is pardon me, I can't write. It's a weird way to phrase it. Where the grammar isn't actually correct. I think it's use magnet with string, I believe is the way you must phrase it. No, I can't. Okay, that's wrong. Tie magnet with string. You can't do that either. Alright, let's hold on for 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, it's tie string to magnet. For some reason, it doesn't accept a lot of different phrasing. I thought it was really a pretty grammatically incorrect when I first tried it. I actually have played this through already because it is a little confusing, as we'll see. So it tells us we're a genius, and it's showing again. You tie the string to the magnet. Genius, of course, being looking up in the hint guide how to handle it. Okay, so now that we have it, how we put the magnet in the hole. The door. You're full of good ideas. You put the magnet with the string attached through the hole in the door. Alright, now we have to remember to lower the magnet. We lower it ever so slowly and carefully. You lower the magnet down the far side of the door. Time passes slowly. It seems like an eternity. And then, you hear the magnet pick up some metal object on the far side of the door. Alright. Now you can't actually just say take magnet, even though it should know what how you get it. You actually have to say pull the strings, or pull string. Even more carefully than you lower the magnet, you raise it again. Beads of sweat break out on your forehead, and the palms of your hands are sweating. You hope not to lose whatever it is that's attached itself to the magnet. Congratulations, you pulled the magnet along with a steel key through the special hole in the door. And if you can hear my microphone picking up the PC speaker, that means that we did the right thing. Alright, so now we can unlock the door. You unlock both of these gargantuan locks with a steel key from the far side of the door. Alright, and now we're in a bit of a maze, as we're going to see. Yeah, and it's actually very easy to die here. You can fall off the ladders. This ladder is actually kind of not that hard. I actually did this in full screen because it's just very difficult. So here's I apologize for pausing for a bit, but here's what I'm going to do. It's tough to get through. I have a number of save points, and so we're going to try to use this in tandem. We have the magic of being able to pause and start up again, and possibly pausing and restoring from a future place. So you can still see me get through the maze, since that's pretty much the end of the game. I don't want to skip too much for you, but I also want to make sure that we can do this without you just watching me fall a number of times and having other complications. So let's give it a try, and alright, the door closes, so you cannot go back through that way. Now you could actually go up here I'm not going to do it, and it takes you back to the cabin. Now, I'm not sure if there's a way, if you play it yourself, maybe you want to see, maybe if somebody knows, they can write a comment or something. You can actually go, I don't know if you can actually go through the cabin initially and ignore the outhouse the way we went through. However, you probably don't get as many points if for no other reason, because you do not end up going through that door and going through that puzzle, and I would assume that would rob you a point or two. I actually, when I beat this, I didn't go gain every point. I think I ended up 12 points shy, and I think it's probably going to be the same because a lot of the points come from actually we're going to get we'll get something in a minute, and I'll explain it a little further. So here's a place where we could potentially die. I'm going to. I have a game save right after this, so I'm going to try to brave it. If I miss, then I'll try to restore it from a close save point. Let's try that. Okay, we held on. All right. And you usually are on a bit of a time limit doing this. Your lantern can run out at some point. I didn't. I was dawdled a little bit when I played, and it wasn't too bad. So I don't think it's too much of a problem. All right. So you want to go down this. You want to take a left after you get off the first ladder, and you come down to this ladder that we got on. Now be careful. You probably want to turn on normal instead of fast because because you could fall off the other side of the ladder, so be careful about that. And you take the pick, and you don't really use it down here. I don't think you can find gold, but essentially, like I was talking beforehand, you want to get the pick because that allows you to mine for some gold, and that's how you get the maximum points. There's a lot. I guess there's about 3 to be found, and you can find some loose gold nuggets in here too. And oh no, I fell. Okay, well I have a game. Let me just pause, and we'll be back, and we'll be in a different game, but in the same general spot. Well, I hope that didn't. I'm going to review this video first. I actually accidentally paused the game. I hope it didn't cut out too much of what I was saying. In any event, we're pretty close to the final end of final stage, and I don't want to cut into that too much, so I'm going to end the video here. And I apologize if it's a bit of a long closing, but we're pretty close to the end. I think there's going to be one more video, and at the end of that, maybe I'll give you a little bit of wrap-up from what I think about Gold Rush and what I'm going to do next after we're done with this game. And so I hope to see you for the final time, and I think I'm going to upload both of these videos at the same time, so there shouldn't be much of a delay. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the grand finale of Gold Rush by Sierra. This is Sierra Games Scott, signing off.